Very good morning to everyone. In this lecture, EE8451 Linear Integrated Circuits and Applications, Unit 3 Applications of Operational Amplifier. Now we move on to the syllabus of Unit 3 Applications of Amplifier. First, we discuss the topic of instrumentation amplifier and applications for transducer bridge circuit and log and anti-log amplifiers, analog multiplier and divider, first and second order active filters, comparators using operational amplifier, multivibrators and waveform generator using the multi operational amplifier, and also the clipper and clamper circuits, peak detector, sample and hold circuits. Finally, we are going to discuss the digital to analog converter with a R to R ladder and weighted resistance type. And finally, we discuss the analog to digital converter using the operational amplifier. Now, the first topic of instrumentation amplifier is a special implementation of operational amplifier. Is the instrumentation amplifier is a type of differential amplifier with the input buffer amplifier. Many industrial and consumer applications require the measurement and control the physical conditions, for example, measurement of temperature and humidity inside a dairy plant to accurately maintain the product quality, or precise control of the temperature of plastic furnace to produce a particular grade of plastic, etc. These changes in the physical conditions must be converted to electrical quantities using the transducers and then amplified. Such amplifier which are used to amplify the signal to measure the physical quantities are commonly known as instrumentation amplifier. Now, what are the features of instrumentation amplifier? It is a amplifier intended for precision low level signal amplification, where the high input resistance, low noise and accurate closed loop gain is required. Also, the low power consumption of high skew rate and high common mode rejection ratio are desired for good performance of the instrumentation amplifier. Now, what are the requirements of good instrumentation amplifier? So this is a there are so many requirements. First one is finite and accurate and stable gain and easier gain adjustment type, and also the high input impedance and low output impedance, high common mode rejection ratio, and finally high skew rate. Now we can discuss the three-phase instrumentation amplifier circuit. Now we can see the circuit diagram of three-phase operation amplifier instrumentation. So in this circuit, a non-inverting amplifier, that is a non-inverting amplifier, is connected to each input of the differential amplifier. This instrumentation amplifier, it provide high input impedance for exact measurement of input data from transducer. The circuit diagram of an instrumentation amplifier is shown in the amplifier, that is a operational amplifier 1 and 2 are non-inverting amplifier, and together from an input stage of the instrumentation amplifier. The operational amplifier is 3 is the differential amplifier that forms the output stage of the instrumentation amplifier. So the output stage of the instrumentation amplifier is a differential amplifier whose the output V out is the amplified difference of the input signal applied to the input terminal. If the output of the operational amplifier 1 and operational amplifier 2 are V01 and V02 respectively, then the output of the difference amplifier is given by V out equal to R3 divided by R2 into V01 minus V02. The expression for V01 and V02 can be found in terms of input voltage and input resistance. Now we hear the input stage of the instrumentation amplifier. Now we can see the input stage. The potential, that is a potential node A in the input voltage V1. Hence the potential at node B is also V1 from the virtual short concept. Thus the potential at node G is also the V1. The potential at node D is the input voltage V2. Hence the potential node at C is also V2 from the virtual short. Thus the potential at node H is also V2. Ideally, the current to the input stage op amp is 0. Therefore, the current I through the resistance R1. So the R1 gain and R1 remains the same. Applying Ohm's law between the node E and F, I equal to V01 minus V02 into divided by R1 plus R gain plus R1. Now the no current, since the no current is flowing to the input of the operational amplifier 1 and 2, the current I between the node G and H can be given. So the I equal to Vg minus Vh into the divided by R gain equal to 1 minus V2 divided by R gain. Now equating the equations, now we can see the equations. Here the voltage, input voltage V01 minus V02 into the resistance of R2 R1 plus R gain equal to V1 minus V2 divided by R resistance gain. This equation can be simplified. The voltages, that is the two input differential voltages equal to 2R1 plus or minus plus R gain into V1 minus V2 divided by R gain. So the output of the differential amplifier is given as V out equal to R3 divided by R2 into V01 minus V02. Therefore, the V01 minus V02 is equal to R2 divided by R3 V out. So substituting the V01 and minus V02, the value of the equation in 3. Now we get the R2 divided by R3 into V out equal to 2R1 plus 2R gain into V1 minus V2 divided by R gain. Therefore, V out equal to resistance R3 and divided by R2 into the double of the 2R1 plus 2R gain divided by R gain into the supply voltage V1 minus V2. So the above equation give the output voltage of an instrumentation amplifier. The overall gain of the amplifier is given by in terms of resistor 3 divided by resistance 2 into the 2R1 resistance plus gain of the resistance into divided by gain of the resistance. Now what are the advantages? The advantages of these three operational amplifier, instrumentation amplifier, the gain of the three operational amplifier instrumentation amplifier circuit can be easily varied and controlled by adjusting the value of R gain without changing the circuit structure. So the gain of the amplifier depends only on the external resistor used. Hence it is easy to set the gain accurately by choosing the resistor value carefully. Now the input impedance of the instrumentation amplifier is dependent on the non-inverting amplifier circuit in the input stage. The input impedance of a non-inverting amplifier is very high, so the output impedance of the instrumentation amplifier is the output impedance of differential amplifier, which is very low. Then the CMRR of an operational amplifier 3 is very high and almost all of the common mode signal will be rejected. Now what are the inverting amplifier ideal amplifier circuit analysis? Now we can see the ideal operational amplifier conditions. In IP equal to IN equal to 0, there is no current in the terminal and the input resistance is infinity, the infinite input resistance. So the R0 is a 0 output resistance. A equal to infinity, that is infinite open loop gain. So we can find out the circuit in three phase instrumentation amplifier. The current I1 equal to input voltage minus Vn divided by R1 is equal to input voltage divided by input resistance R1, and the I2 equal to Vn minus V0 divided by R2 is nothing but minus V0 divided by R2, and I1 equal to I2 is equal to V in divided by input resistance R1 equal to minus of V0 divided by R2. This is output resistance, output voltage, and the output resistance. So the ideal closed loop gain, the G ideal is equal to output voltage divided by input voltage is equal to negative of R2 divided by R1. So the gain of the instrumentation amplifier minus R2 divided by R1. So the input resistance equal to R1, the output resistance equal to 0. So these are the conditions of inverting operational amplifier in three instrumentation amplifier circuits. And then the non-inverting amplifier, ideal operational amplifier circuit. Here the same condition of the ideal closed loop gain. So the gain equal to 1 plus R2 divided by R1. The input resistance is infinity, and also the output resistance is a 0 value. Now the inverting amplifier effect of the finite open loop gain. It inverting amplifier design, the R1 equal to 100 kilo ohm. You can see the structure of diagram. R1 equal to 100 kilo ohm and R2 is equal to 100 kilo ohm. In this case, the ideal voltage gain is minus 10 by assuming a range in values of 1000 volt to 10,000, 10 lakhs to table shows the real gain and the resulting deviation from the ideal cases. So the effect of the finite A on operational amplifier gain is the deviation of the amplifier and also the gain of the output gain of the amplifier. Now let us see the structure of the gain equal to V0 divided by input voltage is equal to negative of R2 divided by R1 into the 1 divided by 1 plus 1 divided A into 1 plus R2 divided by R1. So at these conditions the A equal to infinity, so the output gain of the amplifier is equal to negative of R2 divided by R1. So in this lecture we are going to studied the instrumentation amplifier with a transducer applications. Thank you for watching this video.